pepa kwalabo kupito mwakosa chikanga fye n'abasalwa basendelwe fye kumonabo chiwalete anyebumba ili abantu abaluchu abalapakasa bonse abakwate funde n'obunte kwalabo kusumya omulopa nemfwesha pabukangalume weukweto kutwi umfwelyo nokupalamina Yesu kebu Kristu wakupimisha ubulefu ikapaiyo pantukesakana Yesu webo bulwina bukosa
Unwile Yesu wandi unwile bulwina bukosa
unwile Yesu unwile nebo bantu
bulwina bukosa
bakemini na Yesu bambi mitwe ikaputulwa bambi bakabaka kila fye kumyotoka nokukululwa bambi nkandasha mu makasa bakafumya nokubenyisha mutufyela utwatwa Mikaeli undwile abo Yesu alamona kutita bakakwanishe alabasenda mikotulo kwishilyeko tukakumana walwilile Mose undwile Yesu.
My brother and sister, finding dancing while people are bleeding to Christ, are begging for their sins, but you are making your soul happy. When the time we are living is the time to sit and thinking about your salvation, thinking about the time of trouble which is coming. You have to prepare these things which is coming, because these things which is coming for God's people. For God's people are the one who can pass this time of trouble, which was not since there was a nation. So the time of trouble is great. So it wants you to find yourself you are with the great faith, not a little faith. You shall not continue. You shall not defeat. You shall not manage passing through this trouble. So, brother and sister, the Church of God, this is not the time to uniting together with the Athens, the other religions and churches which is not keeping the commandment of God. This is the time to separate yourself, not according when we read 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verses 14. Is there any union between Christ and Satan, Belial and Christ? No. This is the time to separate yourself. You have to be different. The way you are dressing, it must be different. The way you are eating, it must be different. The way you are preaching, it must be different. You have to do. You have to live. You have to take the Bible as the standard of our faith, standard of our living. Then Jesus Christ, when He comes, He shall come and take us, because our behaviors is being transformed. Our behaviors will not continue. We will not transformed when Jesus comes. But our behavior must change today. When the probation time is continue for you and I, we have to change our behavior so that Jesus Christ, when He comes, He shall come to transform the body. But if you are continuing in the same manner, it will be difficult for you to come and stand in this time of trouble. Maybe we are just preaching and don't know what will going to happen. Let me read Hebrews. Hebrews chapter 11, verses 35. I'm reading. Verse 35. The Bible continues to say, 35, women received their dead raised to life again, and others were tortured, not accepting deliverance that they might obtain a better resurrection. Verse 36, and others had trial or cruel, mocking and scourging. Yea, moreover, of bonds and imprisonment. They were stoned, they were sawn asunder, were tempted, were slain with the sword. They wandered about in sheepskins and goatskin, being destitute, afflicted, tormented. Verse 38, of whom the world was not worthy. They wandered in desert and mountains and in dens and caves of the earth. 39, and these all, having obtained a good report through faith, received not the promise. 40, God having provided some better things for us, that they without us should not be made perfect. Do you hear this word? The Bible is telling us to say, people, women were receiving their beloved one, they are dead. Are you ready, brother and sister, to receive your beloved one found dead because of the word of God? This is going to happen to God's people. The Bible is telling us to say, people are going to imprisonment. People we are going to throw into the dens of lions. Are you will you going to stand on this time of trouble? The Bible is telling to say, they were sewn together, using saw and cutting you at the medium. Are you going to be able to stand on this time of trouble which is coming for you and I? So this time of trouble is great. It requires faith, which is great also. So this is not the time to find yourself in sinning. Stop sinning so that Jesus Christ may seal you. Jesus Christ may know you as his own, so that he might come and fighting for you. The Bible was recorded to say, people were in goat skin, meaning they were wearing goat skin instead of clothing. So the way you are clothing today, which is better and beauty, which is expensive, we're going to change, will be turned into the goat skin and sheepskin. People were moving out from villages and cities and finding themselves in dens and mountains for God's word sake. So the way you are eating, the way you are sitting, the way life is better for you, it will going to change, but it requires the preparation today. The preparation today is best for you to stop sinning, so that Jesus Christ, and start praying, so that Jesus Christ showing you the way you can do, the way you can worship him, the way he will going to protect you. In fact, this is not the time to sit even into the cities, brother and sister who know the truth, but we have to find the place where we can making our farms, so that when this time of trouble will come, the issue of buying and selling will be great in the cities and the villages. You're going not to buy unless you have the mark of the beast, or the name of the mark of the beast, and the number of the beast. When you have one of these, you'll be able to buy or selling. But for you and I, it will going to be difficult. So you have to prepare a farm, so that where you can go and farming, so that when that time of trouble will come in, it will keep you safe. These things, it's better for our life, it's good for us. So don't say no, living in the villages while the cities there is good life. No, this is, we have to prepare in spiritual and and physical. Brother and sister, let us change. The Bible was recording to say that they were stoned, they were sawn asunder, they were slain with the sword. Prepare yourself to come and sword. They're going to kill you using the sword. They're going to stone you using stones. These things, when they were happened, these things, the technology was raw, but today the technology is on high. So, meaning, when they were doing this in the time past, technology was not in the eye, but today the technology is high. People are making things to come and things which we're going to making troubles to God's people. So these things they preparing for God's people who know the Sabbath, who know the commandment of God. But if your faith is not great, your faith is not built in Jesus Christ as the Lord of ages, you are not going to fail, because the Bible was telling to say, everyone which we're going to find written in the book shall be delivered. So you and I, brother and sister, that something we have to do now. We have to make sure that our names is written in the book of life. We have to make sure that our names are registered in the book. Don't mind to register your name in the church record, church members record, but care about to make sure that your name is written in the book of the heavens. People today are not even concerning about their spiritual growth, their spiritual stance. They not care about this, but they cared about to write their names is recognized in their churches, recognized in the world. But you have to make sure that this should be changed, that you have to make sure that your names is written in the book of life in heaven. Brother and sister, this is the time to change, because these things which is coming, it will be great. Let me read Revelation. The Bible is telling us to say what? Revelation chapter 13 verses. Revelation chapter 13 verses 16. Bible is telling me to say verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive the mark in their hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he hath at the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Do you hear these words? The Bible is telling us to say it will make the power of darkness, it will make great and small, rich and poor, bond and free, all category of people. They are going to make them receive the mark of the beast in their hands, that no man might buy or sell, save he has.
Your fingerprint confirms your identity.
The papacy is uniting in the digital revolution and forming a confederacy which will progress into a conspiracy against the people of God, when the prophecy says that no man may buy or sell save he that has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. The question is, how shall finances be so easily manipulated and given access or denial to whom they wish? The answer is right before us: a cashless society. What shall it be if you arise one morning and go to your local grocery store, grab your needed items and finally go to pay, but find that the transaction is denied and bank accounts have run dry? Oh friends, what will you do then? Many at that time will fold under the pressure of irreversible consequences and will wander after the beast and worship his image. Will you be willing to take losses and bear crosses and be labeled as lawless to obey God through the voice of his prophets as the agencies of
one of these things. So, brother and sister, this world is not continuing in goodness like the way you are seeing it. It is going to change for you and I if we choose to be the heirs of heaven, to be a partaker of glory of heaven. We have to pass through these things so that we might be better, so that us, those who persecuted in the time past, they will not make perfect without us. This is the Bible. What is the Bible recorded? So you have to pass through these things. The Bible, to other people, they say, these things, they cannot come for God's people. Let me read John chapter 15 verse 20. Here is the reading. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. Do you hear this word? They say, these things I said, that a master, the servant is not greater than the servant. If they did these things to me, they were going to do the same. Jesus Christ, whom salvation is belong, where Jesus Christ